to the NMSDC National Conference, and GE was there. I happened to know somebody. They pulled me into a room, a very small room of contractors, and they said, listen, they made us sign an NDA. And they said, we want to stay on the $1 billion roundtable. The $1 billion roundtable is an organization of companies that have spent in excess of $1 billion with diverse firms. Whole other conversation, very interesting one though. They said, we want to stay on the $1 billion BDR.com. We want to stay on the $1 billion roundtable.org. Thank you. BDR.org. Thank you. And so here's where we are. We have $487 million that we've spent, and we want to get to $1 billion. So those 14 or 15 of you who are in this room, we would like you, and they brought their suppliers, not supply diversity people, supply chain procurement people were in that room from various divisions. Now, if I had not known Virginia, the Southern California Minority Business Development Council, if I had not known Dorothy Randall and the work that they do at their office, I would never have been called into that room. So sometimes it's really a matter of just asking that question. Do you know so-and-so? And not being afraid that somebody's going to take your business. Do you know so-and-so? Do you know this person? Do you know that person? Through David, I met Bernard Tyson at Kaiser. And there was another company in Virginia's organization that was going to have a meeting with him. And they were really excited about getting the meeting, but they didn't know how to structure their conversation. We happened to be talking at another event, and I sat down with them because I've been schooled by David. This is how you want to bring your knowledge to the table. So it really is a matter of having those conversations and really dialoguing with one another. It doesn't always have to be that top person. I got an email from Sherman Gay last night saying, Beverly, here's an opportunity you may want to be in. And everybody here knows Sherman Gay. It really is about, he has those once a month outreach, which are wonderful. Flora was at the last one. I stood up and asked a question. The lady from Flora was here. Was it you? She was here. She said, I heard you ask that question, so you obviously know this, that, and the other. Can we have a conversation so I can learn more about what you do? So number one, somebody said be present. You have to go. Right? You do. You got to be in the room. You have to be an active listener. And you know what? Like, you got to stand up and ask a question. And sometimes I'm not very good at that. You got to say your name and your company and let people be drawn to you. But attracting the attention. Bonnie, we were together in New Orleans where you came to a session. One of the companies had a reception. Got kind of wild. It was the Marines. They had a reception that I was hosting. And I invited Bonnie into the room because I know what he does. And the U.S. Army Corps of Engineers was there. And so we were able to make that connection. So it's about who you know and who knows you. And we really have to be, if I meet a lot of some entrepreneurs who say, well, I'm not really good at sales. But if people don't see you and know who you are and can't tap you for that opportunity, you're never going to get it. So it really is about the relationship. And just ask the person, do you know anybody who does A, B, and C? Do you know anybody who does this, that, and the other? And pretty much, I think between Alicia and I, we went to graduate school together. Between Lydia and I, we know everybody in LA. So I don't even have to be here. So you just pick up the phone and ask somebody. And that's just very, very simple.
Outstanding. And so give us a word of advice to